Good morning, or not good morning. Oh my gosh, y'all. Hey,
What?
everybody, it's Lex. Light of Lex. That's my at. Hit underscore between light of underscore Lex. And today we're going to have a special treat for y'all. We're going to play a game you know and love. But for now, who else is on the line?
Yes, hey, everybody. It is your girl Monet Tay with House of Monet Tay, you guys. I am here. I am ready to play this game. I'm ready to see your opinions and let you all hear ours. This is gonna be fun.
Yo, it's your boy Renzo da Vinci, the hottest videographer in the city. Yeah, I'm just excited to see how this all gonna go. So let's make it
Okay.
happen.
Well, guys, since it was my deal, I'll go ahead and kick it off. So the game
Okay.
is Would You Rather?
Mhm.
And it's not like, of course, you can do Would You Rather any kind of way, but we're going to try to be thoughtful and deep about it. So I'm going to ask the question and y'all can answer. It could be Tay and then Renzo, and then I'll go last just, to see. But so it's going to be the first Would You Rather I have is would you rather have, let me see, I wrote it down. Let's see.
Okay, now, Alexis.
I know, I know. Okay, so would you rather have happiness or money?
hmm. Would we
And
rather?
go.
Would we rather have you said happiness or money?
Yeah,
So we can only do either or. So you're saying if we have money, then we're not happy?
I'm saying most people who have like, so the question comes from most people who are happy are just happy with what they have or happy with themselves, with their life. Or would you rather have the money but no happiness? Yes. So that's it. If you're happy, you don't really have money, and if you have money, you ain't really happy. That is the question. It don't have to make sense. Go.
Okay, so for me, I like that question. Thanks, Lex. I think everybody should consider answering this question themselves. But me personally, um I feel like I love to have money. I love nice things. I love, you know, being able to be comfortable and being able to do whatever I want to do, get what I want to get, and just, you know, live life wealthy. I promise you that will be like fantastic for me. But if it doesn't come with happiness, I would say I would lose all of that just to be happy, because there's no point of having, all the money in the world and just being miserable with it. So I would choose to be happy, and I hope happy doesn't mean broke. I hope
Just
happy
for
doesn't
this
mean broke.
question.
Uh,
I, yeah, I hope happy doesn't mean broke, but I would rather be happy than to have all the money. I would just happiness is everything. Happiness is key. So I would choose happiness. Renzo.
well, I would instantly have to say, of course, I wouldn't want to choose money, but you know, money don't last forever. Like we spend it and all that, but I'd rather be happy because once you have everything you need and you got God on your side, nothing else doesn't matter. So it's like, you know, when I die, I still want to be happy. I don't want to feel miserable. I don't want to, I don't want to, be able to have to like, deal with anything else. So it's like happiness, no matter where I'm at, no matter what, where I'm going or whatever the place may be. Like, that's probably the most valuable thing that you can ever have over money is being happy, just being satisfied with what you already have.
Mm.
Exactly. So my answer, I'm sorry about my voice, y'all, but my answer would be definitely rather to be I, you know, it's so easy to say you would rather be happy than have money.
Yeah.
Correct.
But in reality, for those of us who are like right now struggling, I bet we will be like, it just depends on your situation in life.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I need some money right now. I mean, I'm happy in my life, but I'm not I'm not content.
But
I'm
I
happy
believe,
with who I am as a person, but within my life, I'm not this is not content. This is not how I want it to be like forever. So right now I'm gonna be the person and people probably gonna be like, what?
oh
But I'm gonna
man,
be the person to say right now in my life I would choose money over happiness.
What?
I know, and this is a me and Tay discussed this, and I said happiness because that's where I was then. But then, like right now, I'm thinking about it. I need to move. I need to be financially stable. I need, a job that's not gonna, I don't want to be living paycheck to paycheck. So,
So
so
would you pick that over the for the rest of your life though? Is it if
but
it was
see,
like
that's what I'm saying. It's all about where you are right then in your life. But I
so
guess if I
I
had to choose, like forever,
you already made your choice?
yeah,
oh
it's
yeah,
too late.
oh well.
So this is what I have to say on this, and this way, if it's gonna be a thing that's gonna be forever, if okay, let's just say like realistically, or just say for example, if Biden or whatever, since he's our president now, if he say right now, um, you can, you don't have to worry about working a job, choose your own house, choose your own car, choose where you want to go and enjoy vacation without spending a single dime. Everything is free. And you still have that choice if you still want to make that money or get the amount of money that you want,
Oh,
or do
I'm
you just
definitely
want to be
being
happy?
happy then.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, if money, if you erase money out the equation, then you don't have to worry about like um anything you like suffering or starving, and everything is already provided for you. Would you still choose money, or would you decide to be happy, or
I
like?
think
Well,
that
that's what I kind of wanted to touch on too, because I was like, I feel like money per se makes us think that we're happy
hmm
because we can take care of things that we want to take care of, as far as bills, as far as new clothes or shoes, and just expenses. I feel like when we feel like we can take care of ourselves, it makes us happy. But if money was not involved though, now we getting into what Renzo said. If money was not involved, the overall gist of the whole having money or being happy, I think, is just everybody wants to be happy, comfortable. Happiness brings comfortable, or comfortable brings happiness.
yeah. Okay.
And
Next
I
question, guys.
And I
Oh,
feel, and I was just gonna say too, because like once you're happy, like I think I already said this though, but it's like once you're happy, I mean, it's like you satisfied, like you're not worrying about anything, nothing's bothering you or pulling you
exactly.
down,
Yeah.
and like what I'm saying, like you know, I'd rather be happy and satisfied. Like for example, if I'm already in a state where I'm already blessed, and and everything's provided for what I'm in. Let's just say like realistically, as like where we are currently right now, if we don't have nothing to worry about, everything's good, we eating good, but we don't have to be rich and we don't have to be broke at all. But somebody can still be happy and satisfied right where they at because they're blessed and everything's going the way they want it. Whether it be a certain job or whatever it may be, they're happy currently where they at. So sometimes it ain't really just about the money. Happiness is rules it all once you get to this that level of happiness that you want.
Right.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
guys. Next, would
Okay.
you rather? Um, would you rather never get angry or never be envious? And for those out there who want to know where these questions are coming from, I'm actually getting them online. It's online called. It's a list of would you rather deep thoughtful questions, um, and it's on. Let's see what website am I on. I am on starterworld.com.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that, Lex. So, what was the question?
Would you rather um never be angry or never be envious? So never get angry and upset, or never be envious or jealous.
Hmm. Renzo, you want to go first?
Hmm. That's a tough question because it's like when you envy somebody, it's like you just, I don't know, I guess it's like you just feel ruthless towards them, or like this. I guess, I guess what you can say. That's two different. It's two different things, but at the same time, though, it's like I rather not. I rather not. What's the word? Get angry. I rather not get. I
Mm-hmm.
rather not get angry because I wouldn't want to have any I wouldn't want to have like any, emotions or drama towards anybody. You know, and it depends on the type of. It depends on the type of person that you are. Some people, some people want to be angry, at the world, but it's like if I had that option, I wouldn't want to, I wouldn't want to be upset at all. So because, like I said, I'd rather be happy forever. So
Yeah. What about you, Tay?
Okay. So that was a really great question. That was so do I want to be envious of people, or do I want to be um
Angry.
angry at people? I definitely don't want to be envious of people. Like, that can take you like over being angry, I feel, and I feel like that they could just get you to do more things than you would do if you were just
Yeah, I
angry at
agree.
everybody. So I would definitely choose being angry before I be, envious or jealous of anybody, because I could be angry all day, and just be like, you know yeah, I'm mad at you or whatever, or I'm mad because of this, or I'm upset because of this. But when you have envious or when you have jealousy towards somebody, that's like a degree to where you're saying basically, you're disloyal to this person. You would do anything to sabotage or destroy this
Yeah.
person, and I think that at this point we could talk about killing the person. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
Oh, I was gonna say that. Go ahead.
yeah, so that's definitely not a place where I want to be mentally, and it's
Excuse me,
just
y'all.
like, no, 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 no,
Exactly. So I'm
no.
gonna
Not good for
piggyback off
Tay.
you, Tay. I definitely would rather be angry than envious or jealous, because for me, like, but I'm a very emotionally expressive person anyway. So I really don't get envious of people. Um but I feel like, when you were a kid you do, and just for myself when I was a kid, that's a no go for me. I can't feel those types of emotions. I would be on the psycho crazy side of that. So
Mhm.
for me, getting angry is, first of all, that's a human emotion. Of course, if you should feel like you're able to be angry at somebody, and just, like with family and friends, you could be angry at your family, friends, close, co-workers. It don't really
Right.
matter. But you can work through anger,
Yeah.
and you just got to decide. First of all, sometimes anger is just like a question in your head of deciding, am I going to be angry about that? That's for me though. That's for me. I literally, sometimes anger is a reaction, but then I have to ask myself, do I really want to stay and be angry in
Right.
this moment? Like,
Cause it's only
sometimes I
hurting
will.
you,
I'll tell myself, yeah, because this, I'll build myself up just because I know I want to be mad. But
I've never been to that point where I just want to be mad, y'all.
girl, that feels so
Like,
good. You just gotta be mad sometimes, and
mm-mm.
Nah,
I
And
just
just
some people might just want to be envy just because they feel like they ain't gotta like, they ain't gotta like, do nothing towards a person, but they're like, well,
but that's what I'm saying. Envy is dangerous though,
exactly.
because if you're jealous, jealousy it comes from something inside you that you don't feel like is right with yourself. So
right.
until you recognize the thought of yourself and be able to fix yourself, you're never going to get past that envy. And most people are so envious that they don't recognize where it comes from. It comes from your own insecurities. So, like, for instance, I ain't gonna say nothing, y'all. This gonna be my little envious story. So I remember back in like the second grade. How old are you in second grade? Like 7. It was this girl who had a like not like a beauty mark above her lip. And I don't know why, y'all, but I was so mad. I wanted that. I wanted.
You are funny.
I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. I ain't gonna
You
say her
wanted her
name because
beauty
I remember
mark.
it everything. But that's just how strong I feel. Like I said, I'm a very expressive person, and that's just how strong I feel my emotions. I
Right.
was so mad. But the little girl, she was just like, she wanted to be my friend. Well, actually, we were all, second grade, everybody's friends with everybody. But I mean, I never acted on it or was mean to her. But every time she would walk away, my eyes would just get little. I'll be like,
Mm-mm. I can't.
Um,
All because of a beauty mole.
oh, because of a beauty mark. And you
Some
really,
that she probably didn't even want herself.
yeah, exactly. And come to find out, just gonna say, come to find out, other people would tease her about it, say that she looked like, an old lady because of it. And she was very beautiful. And I was like, oh, back then when I found it, I was like, oh, ooh, that's, I don't want it. That's good. But as I growed older and wiser, I realized, girl, that you was tripping early.
well,
Well, I just want to add something to that. Would you rather be um envious or angry? That reminds me of kind of like the story with Cain and Abel. In the Bible, it definitely, they were two brothers, and Cain actually ended up killing uh Abel. Or it did, or I think Cain killed Abel. Yes, Cain killed Abel, and
Yep.
basically he became so jealous of his brother, that one day he jumped on him and killed him. And in the Bible, it definitely says that Abel, after his sacrifice, he was rejected by God. Um, Not Abel. It says Cain killed Abel after his sacrifice was rejected by God. Okay, so like we were saying, all of this has been done before. That's basically what I'm saying, and it just bring me back to that story, that's in the Bible with Cain and Abel, with being jealous of people and being how, like, why would you? God made everybody perfectly, how you are right now, and it's like no reason to be jealous of anybody, because you're perfectly and wonderfully made already. So I just want anybody who is out here listening to just, I know it's hard to see somebody, somewhere where you want to be, or it's hard to see, maybe you don't like something about yourself and you want to be like somebody else. I just want anybody who listening to this podcast right now to know that you are beautiful, or you're handsome just the way that you are, and you're perfectly and wonderfully made already. So it's no reason to look for somebody else or look to be like somebody else, because at the end of the day, you're going to end up missing whatever it was that God had specifically for you to do, or specifically for you to be yourself,
Exactly.
to
Envy,
help
envy is
someone else.
envy is so dangerous. Because I'm sure if we just sticking with if we're just sticking with Cain and Abel, I'm sure stuff that Cain did made Abel mad. I'm sure he got angry. It's just human too. But envy causes like I know y'all seen those movies, Poison Ivy. They got 3 Poison Ivy movies about a little girl who get jealous, go and of some wife, go try to kill the wife, and get with the husband. Envy makes you do crazy things. Anger passes.
Anger, you can get past anger. You can, meditate.
Yeah.
You can say a prayer. You can get
You
past
can have a
anything, guys.
conversation and work it out. Like,
Yeah.
Yoga.
like, you know what? I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna say like they did on that show, but Disney lied to us, so I ain't gonna go there.
Uh,
Oh, oh, y'all ready to go to the next question?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can ask the next question. But
Um.
I definitely have some questions already in my on my list too. So when you finish asking your three, let me know.
Oh, okay. Well, don't worry about it. I just want to say, it was a mistake, guys. These questions came from Conversation Starter, startersworld.com. So
Okay.
conversationstartersworld.com. Okay, go
Mm.
ahead with your would you
No,
rather.
we'll actually take one more from you.
Yeah, 'cause you got one more.
Okay.
I think you did too. So you got one more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Would you rather work for 10 years at a job that you hate, but be able to um, retire wealthy after 10 years, or work for the rest of your life at a job that you love?
You
Hmm.
said would you retire after working 10 years, or
Yes. Would you rather work at a job that you hate, a horrible job that you hate, everything about the job you hate it? You hate
Hmm.
where you work, who you with, everything. Or would you rather and would you rather retire 10 years after that, wealthy, made it, you ain't got to worry about nothing? Or would you rather work in a job you love, doing what you love every day with people who are great, but you got to work for the rest of your life?
Dang,
so
that's a good one.
that is a good one.
I know my answer, so
I know my answer too.
go
Y'all
ahead.
go ahead then.
Go ahead, D.
Cause I'm confused right now. I don't know which one I do.
So basically, she said, would you work at a job that you hate everything about it, but you say you working at that job that you hate, but you making a lot of money to the point where you actually make it and become successful or whatever,
In 10 years.
and retire in 10 years, like a career basically, or would you rather, work a job that you actually love in your field, and then basically, um, you know, what was the end part?
You have to work every day until you die, though.
Yeah, like yeah, but yeah, basically work your whole entire life. Like meaning you can't leave that job. They might got you on that job full time the rest of your life. Non you know, day and night, whatever.
I think really what she's saying, not day and
Not,
night,
not
24 hours.
But
But
you just
I
have
think
to work until you die. You don't
what she's
retire.
saying is, yeah, with the first job, you can retire after 10 years and they will give you $1 billion after you work for them
Not a
10
billion
years
dollars.
straight.
Hold on, guys. Listen to the question.
she had
Listen
billion
to the
dollars and stuff.
question.
And set her own
Would
price
you
range.
rather
Right.
have, listen to the question. Would you rather have a horrible job but be able to comfortably retire in 10 years? Or have your dream job but have to work until the day you die? And go.
Okay. Well, for me, honestly, I probably would go ahead and work. Honestly, it just really depends on where I am in my life right now. If this opportunity came to me right now at this specific moment in time, right now I don't work for anybody, so I would decline both. Well, actually, I don't know. Oh
Next.
my god.
We're gonna come back to you until you decide.
Uh huh.
I would have to say.
Cause honestly, I don't want to work for neither one of them. Happy or not happy, million or no million. Shit.
Mm, I would have to say. So hold on, you didn't say how long we had to work that job. You said just after we made it. So that mean we can work.
No, I said after 10 years, you're working a horrible job for 10 years, and after you retire comfortably, or would you rather work a good job that you love every day for the rest of your life?
So I'm gonna go ahead and get straight to the point with my first instinct. What I said, I'd rather work the job that I hate with all the people around
Exactly.
and make it in 10 years because even if it's if that was like as far as my age where I'm at now or if it was like whatever the case may be, the reason why I would because for one, me being around all those people and everything, I'm not gonna be around them for long. But if I'm making pretty good money, you know, Amazon ought them out in the first place. And
Exactly, man.
because it's like with my
Exactly.
character, they're gonna make me grow. They're gonna see me elevate. Cause I'm like, hey, I'm gonna see y'all, somewhere else. Y'all gonna be working for me in 10 years. So y'all can continue to hate or whatever, be upset, whatever commotion going on. That's not my problem because I'm aware about me. I don't care how long, if I gotta see y'all
Exactly.
for the whole entire day, like I'm not about to allow anybody to ruin my character or my emotions or make me feel upset or
And
feel
but
envy.
I do want to
None of
say,
that.
Renzo, that's easy to say, but have you ever worked at a job you hated, like absolutely
Yeah,
hated?
Yeah,
yeah,
sometimes you just can't take that.
Have you?
yes, I have. I couldn't take it, and I definitely left because I had the house.
But if you were making the money, you would have stayed.
No, he wouldn't have stayed.
Nah, not if I wasn't making that money. Nah, but
But that's what I'm
Even if
saying.
you
If you
was
was making
making
the
the
money,
money,
you would
would
have
you have
stayed,
stayed?
right?
if I was making the money and I
To
had,
be able to retire in 10 years, you would have stayed.
that's what I got to do. If I feel like this is something, and you said this is something, a job that I love, right?
No, you
You
hate
I
it.
hate it.
mean, okay, I hate it, but is this well, crap? Let's.
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all
Exactly.
mine, and y'all can go from here.
I said my
I
answer. I ain't. I'm just gonna deal with it. I'm put it like that. I'm just gonna deal
Exactly.
with
Me too. I had to work with a boss that was so horrible. She would publicly humiliate me. She would try, and she would do that because she couldn't get to me. At first I was like, well, dang. But you know what? If then I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna show her it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So anytime she did humiliate me publicly, I would just go over there by her and I would say, why are you doing that? I would be so happy and so fakely upbeat that she would, just go back into her corner of dreariness. So it would it was horrible to work for her, and like people around could see that she didn't like me, so they started treating me differently. Because at first everybody was all cool with each other, and because she didn't like me, it made other people feel like they could disrespect me. But that had to be put in place real quick. But regardless, even though we worked it out, I still had to go through that unnecessarily, all because it was a horrible place. Now, they was not paying me enough, but
Hmm.
for the price of, free, being able to live there freely, I put up with it. So,
Yeah, you are RA, right?
yes, when I was an
In college.
RA. So, let me just say, 10 years, baby. Look, it feels like a long time, but it ain't. And if I was getting paid enough money to retire comfortably, like 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 I don't have to worry about nothing ever again in my life comfortably, you best believe I would go there every day, pray before, during lunch, and right after work. I would make sure I have my spiritual hymns on me. I would make sure I go to church every Wednesday and Sunday just so I could get through this. But I would definitely work that 10 years at that job. You can't tell me otherwise.
Okay, I agree. I agree. I worked the 10 years, and yeah, I just go ahead and retire. But honestly, I probably, if it wasn't about money, let's this go right back to our first episode. is about, man, love or money. But no, like
And it's
if
not
it
just money though.
if
It's
it wasn't about money, I would work with people that I love. I would work with people that makes me happy to be around them, makes me, stay in a good. I just would rather work with people that I love.
do y'all have another would you rather?
I do. I have a few questions. Are y'all
Ooh.
ready?
Oh Lord. Oh God, your questions.
I said, are
I'm
y'all
ready.
ready?
Ready.
Okay, okay. So my questions kind of relate to, you know, like dating, I guess. Um,
Oh.
my first question would be, would you rather be, can you
Yeah.
guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you
She's like,
rather
I
be,
got
okay, let's go. Would you rather be in a bad relationship for the rest of your life or have say so, no so for the rest of your life? What the heck does that mean?
say that again.
You mean say so?
Wait. No, this says, one second, you guys. It says, would you rather be in a bad relationship for the rest of your life or have no so far the rest of your life?
Oh, I'll
First,
take a no soap bar. Liquid soap exists.
Mhm.
Boom.
what?
I can't
I
stand
did
bad
not say
relationships.
I did not say a soap bar.
What you say?
What? Does that even make sense?
It
Okay.
didn't, but I was just gonna roll with it. What did you say?
Renzo, what is she? Okay, so I'm gonna just rephrase this question. Would you rather be in um a bad a bad relationship for the rest of your life, but um your spouse understands you, or would you rather be in a good relationship, whether like y'all have fun, y'all laugh or whatever, y'all connect really well, however, um y'all don't have y'all barely making it like funds wise, and like y'all really struggling,
So we'll go
and
back to
and,
money.
and it's getting into it's interfering in y'all relationship to whether like y'all don't know if like you could stay together or not. Would you rather stay and try to see how
So Taylor, both of those options suck. So you're saying, would you, would you rather be in a bad relationship with somebody but with somebody who knows you, but it's a
who
bad
understands
relationship,
you
huh?
who understands you
Yeah. So would you rather be in a bad relationship with somebody who knows and understands you, or be in a good relationship but y'all can't afford to a box to
live
live
good.
in?
Yeah.
Okay, I just
Yeah.
got a light bulb in my head. I know what she's trying to say. Um, for one, I wouldn't dare not ever want to be in a bad relationship, regardless of what type of person it is. Now, I'd rather be in a good relationship because once everything is going well, and you actually, you actually grow with that person, everything else falls out the window. But the thing is, even but far as what she was saying on the financial side, like, or whether be struggling or whatever, far as like it comes to a point of time where that has to come to pass where you might be in a situation like that, and that's where
Now, when you say relationship, do you mean a
yeah,
marriage or just
I
a
mean a marriage.
nah? You can't
nah,
change it like that. You said relationship.
Well, relationship, marriage. I meant marriage.
Oh, see, that
yeah,
changes it. That changes things. Because if it's just a relationship, I'd be in a bad relationship, you know, for a good sec. Let me just tell you something. I can't be poor. I just can't. Cause look, you want to let me just say this because I'm poor right now, and if we both poor and we both can't afford to eat, then can't nobody help nobody. So I'd rather be full and he in one room and I'm in another in a relationship. But in a marriage, oh, we could be poor together in a
Yeah,
marriage.
because really, once if everything's going good, like you're gonna come to a point where y'all gonna both come together anyway and make everything work out, even if you do start off poor or whatever, or the finances not going well, or or both couple is struggling because it's came upon a point in life where both people have struggled before. So eventually, that marriage or whatever that it is, it's gonna still blossom into something else bigger.
Exactly. In a marriage, you choose to stay by somebody rich or poor, no matter what. Whoever what no matter what's going down in life, you're gonna be there and you're gonna be honest and faithful to sickness and health and all of that stuff in marriage.
Because really,
Now,
it's not
if
even
we
because
just
Mhm.
really,
chilling
to
or
be
we in a
honest, it's not really about none of that. It's about the person and like how you care about that person and not. To be honest,
and not know it's
Yeah.
not because sometimes in life you're not
Lisa
gonna like
said,
some.
no,
It's not be
it's not.
okay. That's for me. We getting off subject here, but in a marriage, you know, those vows that you take, that is what it's about. You first of all, you going into it all lovey dovey because you love this person and whatnot. But every day you can love somebody every day, but you don't have to like them every day. There will be times when you don't like somebody and you be like, well, I can't stand I be like, I can't stand the way he breathing right now. He get on my nerves. Just stop breathing right now. But I don't want the dude to die and I love him.
Yeah.
But
And I understand,
but
yeah.
I don't, and people make that mistake of thinking, oh, when you get married or when you're in a relationship, everything is gonna be perfect and good. Oh, we'll argue, but it'll be all right. We'll still like each other at the end of the day. And wrong, you won't. And as long as you love each other and are going to be faithful and are remembering those vows, goodness, health, all of that mess, then you can make a successful relationship because it don't really matter if you like a person every day. You have to
Yeah.
love that person and who they are at their core. You can't just
Mhm.
love qualities about people. You got to love who they are at a core. Like
Right, right,
like you got to love that person when they doing bad.
right. Okay. So we know your answer. You basically said that you would, want to be in the relationship where you all love each other, but
If
you're
we
poor,
married,
right?
then yeah, we can kick it poor. If we not, then I'm be like, nah.
Okay. And Renzo,
yep.
you said that too, right? Okay.
He said, yup.
and for me, and for me, I probably would do the same. I would just go
Don't let
ahead
us
and work it
influence
out.
your answer.
I would though, honestly, I would go ahead and work it out. Especially, if it's all about love and you know, it's not about money for me. It's really about love and honesty and trust and loyalty.
Mm.
So, I would definitely go ahead and stick with this person, even if we gotta go ahead and roam the streets together, poor with no shoes on.
So I
At
got a
least
question though. Now I'm
what?
not. This is my last question. I had this question back in high school, and me and my other friend, who also happened to be my cousin, answered the what I would think is truthfully. Would you rather be in a relationship and be happy but poor? Now this is just this is oh no, this is not. I phrased it wrong. Would you rather be married and poor or married unhappy and rich?
I'll be married, unhappy, and rich.
Boom. I ain't, who gonna say they ain't? Cause you could divorce somebody and take half of their stuff and then go find true love.
Oh my goodness.
That you said married,
Renzo, what
unhappy,
you
and
think?
rich. Uh,
Boom.
Yeah.
Or marry happy but poor.
Well, to
I'm talking about ain't got a box shelter to live, can't even get in a shelter type
nah.
poor. Exactly. Exactly.
Renzo
And
did not pick
everybody in
one.
there,
He just said
everybody,
no.
see, nobody wants to be honest with themselves. Everybody was raising their hand talking about some, oh, I'd rather marry and be for love and be poor. Yeah, okay, that's great. That's fine. That's dandy. But unless y'all are active, she didn't say, that's just with no background. She didn't say, oh, we're work, y'all, but y'all working towards y'all goals. Then it's okay. But she just said married and poor. That's it. Or rich
Right.
and unhappy. That's it. Then
Right.
I, I told you my choice.
Okay. Well, let me get to my second question.
Okay.
You guys, my second question
Well,
is, are you guys ready?
Yep.
All right. So my second question is, would you rather in a relationship, would you rather be would you rather have somebody lie to you to make you feel happy, or would you rather them tell you the truth and you all uh and you all move forward from there? Or would you rather, handle the truth and work it out or whatever? Or would you rather be lied to?
It depends on the day for me.
I would have to say, you say you would rather be lied to.
I said it depend on the day. Like if it's something about like I
Nah,
look
you
at this
gotta
dress
choose
and
one
I
of the.
like it,
Oh, you can't.
and no,
Right.
it for me personally, it depends on the day. Like if it's about if it's about us as a couple, you better tell me the truth. But if it's about, you know, whether I like, if you see I like this dress and you don't really like it, you better lie and say you do.
Well, I say, well, my
Right.
answer to that is the truth shall set you free. So regardless of what goes on,
People can't
I
handle the truth.
well, I rather like
People
you, but
can't
you
handle the
said
truth
if you
though.
tell the truth, then move forward from there and just deal with it. So, but the thing is, once you like, regardless of what happens in that relationship, like once you start telling the truth, you're able to work things out and actually whether you prevent certain things or you know how to like understand it the first time. Once you put your hand in the fire, you know how to deal with it.
Man, see,
Yeah.
that's all fine and dandy, but people, let me tell you something. I would rather have the truth. I was just kidding, but I would rather have the truth. But that's just me personally. I'm a very blunt and honest person. It just all about delivery for me, and that's just something between me and my spouse that we gonna have to talk about later.
But
But
I know some people
but
that would rather be lied to, you guys.
exactly, and I was gonna say
Um,
just that. Like
they would rather be lied
some
to be
people, and
happy.
some people lie to themselves. They don't hear. Like, let me tell you something. I told one guy I told one
Lexi's
guy,
got
I
all the
was like,
stories
oh,
tonight, baby.
we're cool. We good. We all good. And, he was like asking me, I was like, yeah, okay, sure. But, just because you ask me out, that don't mean that it's forever, that's forever.
What?
I asked out. He asked me out to dinner. We
Yeah.
went to dinner. I said, okay, cool. We actually, you know what? We went to dinner. I'm not even gonna lie. We had a good time. We went to dinner, a movie, and we came back to the dorm room, and we had a. They was all having like a little party or whatever, so we went in there and did that too. But it was actually a nice time. But it just wasn't a boom, firework, romantic kind of time. It was just a nice time, and I had a fun time. And I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
we could do it again. But he didn't ask me, if did you, with you.
To be your girlfriend. To be
Exactly.
his
To
girlfriend.
boyfriend, girlfriend. He was just like, you want to do it again? I'm like, okay, boom, we could do it again. So then he called again, and he was like, you want to go to the fair? I ain't never just been to the fair with one person, so I asked my roommate if she wanted to come, and she asked somebody else. So we go down there strolling deep. We got like 5 people, and I expected him to have some people too, and he was just like, "Oh, I thought this was just gonna be us." I was like, he was like, now that we're dating. I said, dating? What happened? I was like, what?
Yeah.
I just was like, oh my God, I felt so
Some people
embarrassed.
just forget to ask. Like
I was
some
so
people,
embarrassed, but he was so embarrassed, but I was embarrassed because, people in the back was like, she's stupid or whatever. But I was just like, I was just embarrassed in general. Like, I didn't know.
yeah, it's okay, Lexus. It's okay. But no, honestly, I would probably say I probably would rather be told the truth for sure. Like I'm all about telling the truth, and like I'm gonna just be completely honest right now. Like in my past, I have been a liar, on some things, and I just feel like you know that was something that I really wanted to work on and just really start you know telling people the truth. Like, I mean, of course your feelings might get hurt. Of course, things might not work out the way that we plan to. But at the end of the day, it feels better with you just telling the truth about how you feel than to go ahead and live up, and lead somebody on, or to make them think that is this, or to just lie to somebody and have them go out and looking stupid. It's just like honesty. You know what I'm saying?
Is
Like
the best
somebody, if you got
policy.
a honesty is the best policy. If you have somebody that's honest with you, like that's the best thing, second to loyalty. You feel me?
Exactly.
Like loyalty is number one, but honesty is number two for me.
They
So
go hand in hand for me.
please let me know if I'm walking out of here and my head not right. Please let me know if you don't like, even if you don't like my outfit. I would respect you telling me no, you don't like it, and me still wearing it myself because I do. You feel
Exactly.
me?
I,
So
I
don't go
I was
along and
just
tell me you
joking.
like it even if you don't like.
But see, I've had people tell me they don't like my outfit, and I'd be like, "Oh, okay, cool," but I'm still gonna wear it. And then they want to argue with me about like me wearing it. Like, I said, "Okay, I got it. I understand your point of view. I don't need you to argue with me."
Right. Yeah. So Renzo, do you have anything else you want to
Um,
add on there?
I mean, I know if I see something that's wrong or not right, I'm definitely gonna speak the truth because it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, shoot, it's. I mean, you gotta. I'm just basically just keeping it real. It ain't gonna hurt keeping it real, regardless of how that person feel. It's like, you know, that person just gonna have to accept the truth. I mean, they're just gonna have to accept the fact that that okay, this person was honest about this, and I guess they're gonna have to like figure out how to work it out. As far as them, that makes sense.
We gonna work it out. We gonna work it out. I don't know why that just popped into my head, y'all.
Okay, so my last question. Um, I would say, would you rather, if you found, let's just say, for instance, you found out that your best friend, whoever your best friend is, whether it's a guy or a girl, for my ladies, a girl, for a guy, your guy, um, you found out that there was some kind of like um connection between your spouse and your best friend.
What?
Did y'all get that?
Okay, we found out there's a connection between a spouse and a best friend. What's the question?
The question is, would you rather
Mm-hmm.
go off of what your spouse is saying, or would you go off of what your best friend that you've known for years?
Girl,
Which one? Who
I'm
would you
hooking them
take?
both up to a lie detector test.
Who would you rather go with what they said happened in the situation? Who would you believe, should I say?
Did you say? He said, like connecting or something with a best friend, and who would you rather believe, the spouse or the best friend? far as what they do.
Yeah.
The best friend that you've known for years, you all grew up together, and you just married a lady. And for my women, you just married a man, and you found out that there was something connecting your best friend and your spouse together. You heard about something. Which one of those which one of those two would you believe in your mind that they telling the truth?
Well, for one, if it the person, I mean, for one, I'm gonna have to straight up go with the spouse because that's the person that I've, the person that I've, married and, gave my vows to, regardless, I should be able to, trust her, trust that person first before anybody else. Because once, once that person,
Exactly.
once
I
you
feel
connected
like
with your
that.
spouse, it don't, the best friends don't even matter no more. Like none of that stuff don't matter no more. Like, it's between you, your spouse, and God. And, and really, to be honest, only God gonna get the first say. So, before anything, he gonna let it be known what the real answer or whatever it may be. So, that's why, anytime you're dealing with something, you know, anytime you like married, like the spouse is, is the person that you should go to. Well, really the, the head of the household, really. So if I'm married, marry my wife or whatever, you know, and she, especially if she come with me with, with that situation, I'm gonna have to be like the head of the house, to, you know, help, decipher, what needs to be done or what God has told me, for the issue.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. What about you, Lex?
Well, y'all, I'm just gonna say this and I'm get it over with. I feel like I know what Renzo was talking about. When you marry somebody, that person gets the benefit of the doubt. But for me, and all of this is supposed to be, no background or whatever. But if it's been like, people know, you know, you know, when people ain't right. You can be in denial about it, but when 9 times out of 10, when somebody's lying about cheating, especially cheating. Cheating is something that, like, you could feel, like, their behavior patterns change, like they start talking to you stupid or really, really, really nice. They it's just signs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can feel it.
You could feel it. So even if, like, say my best friend telling me something, well, I just want to let you know that we had a thing. I mean, it was brief, but it was a thing, and I'm really, really sorry. First of all, that ain't my best friend no more. Second, I'm gonna ask him about it, and it really depends on his answer whether or not I'm willing to work it out.
He like, nah, man, I ain't do nothing with
Then
that
we
girl.
can't work it out. It's over with. Because if I feel it and she confirm it, it don't matter about none of that, because you hiding something. You hiding something from me,
What if he didn't do it?
huh?
What if he didn't do it?
But I've been feeling something, so you better tell me where this feeling is coming from. Sometimes your feelings come from insecurities, but you also know that too. You know what I mean? People don't give themselves enough credit. Insecurities will eat you up, but then sometimes you just know.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you know something up, it might not be cheating, but somebody been doing something they ain't had no business. Either I know sometimes they may. I didn't heard of um one of my friends. She had a boyfriend, was a living boyfriend, and she thought he was cheating on her. Turns out he picked up a second job to surprise her for something. Now that was sweet, right? But his behavior was shifty because he was working these two jobs. He was cranky all the time. He wasn't, spending as much time with her as usual. And it was just a thing. Like she would be like, "What's going on?" She never accused him of cheating, but that's the first thing that popped out of his mouth. So she was like, "Why is it the first thing you talk about when I ask you where have you been? Like, what is up?" So they had a conversation. He saw that what he was trying to do was ruining his relationship, and he took her to his second job. You know, he he was hiding something.
Yeah.
And you just got to think about yourself in your life when people come up to you like that, because that ain't even a would you rather. That's a real life question. Keisha Cole did not write that song for nothing.
Mhm.
So my question of whether I would go with my husband, but I would know.
Yeah, for me, I would believe my husband. It doesn't matter for me like what my best friend says. Like once I put my all into somebody, you know, I really feel like we have nothing if we don't have trust. So I would expect him to be honest with me because I honestly would be honest with him. Even if I did do something, I would go ahead and let him know. So
Heck
I would
yeah.
I would hope that, in return that my spouse would do the same for me. So I would believe him in a sense. But it will always be on my mind to, be like, they may have, I don't know, I would be like, I don't know if they did something or not, and then I probably wouldn't be so close with my friend anymore. I don't know because I would be so confused at this point, but I would definitely go with my husband at the end of the day.
Even if you don't work things out with your husband, even if I don't work things out with my husband, I'll still go with him, because first of all, if she lying, she ain't my friend. If she did it, she ain't my friend. So it don't matter either
That's a
way it
that's a
goes. She
sometimes.
xed out of the picture.
Yeah.
Then
Hmm.
my
I know.
husband,
Go continue.
huh? And I was gonna say, then my husband, even if I go with him, and I was like, okay, I believe you. Well, it's still gonna be an issue we gonna have to work through, because why would she lie?
I was just gonna say with this,
Yeah.
like with the friendship though.
even if she was even if she was jealous,
I said I would have saying even like
you said
you
a
know what I'm
what?
saying. That's why sometimes like when situations like that do surface to the to the top. That's why it's like once you in a committed relationship, that's things that you gotta be cautious about certain friendships. So
Heck to the yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's all about you having trust with your spouse. Like if your spouse sitting here saying that no, this not happening like that, then you shouldn't have nothing to worry about. And I feel like if you do have something to worry about and you constantly, looking for stuff, or you just feel like it's something going on, that's insecurity. Like that's insecurity from the woman, that's insecurity from a man. Like if you can't trust your partner, there's no need for y'all all to be together.
But what if he was cheating?
What if he wasn't?
But
If
no,
he's saying
but
that
I
he
mean, I
not,
get
then
your
that's what it
outlook, and
is.
I'm saying, yeah, you're right. That's why I say you should go.
Like if
That's
I
why I
say that
say
I'm not, if
that's
if I
why I
say
say
that
I
I'm
would
not
I would
cheating,
go with my spouse, and I would go with
then I would
him.
expect my man to say, okay, well let's throw that out the picture then. Let's not bring it back up because
Bring
I
it
already
back
told
up.
him that,
No, 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 no.
you
We're
know,
going to talk about that, because somebody who don't want to talk about something got something to hide.
no, I'm saying if we were to have a conversation and he thought I was cheating and I said no, that's not what it is. You feel me?
Hmm.
But yet he still, feel like it was something because of whatever he feel, whatever.
Yeah.
My whole thing is if you don't have trust in your relationship to feel like my woman not gonna lie to me or my man not gonna lie to me, then it's no reason for you all to be together because it's like
Okay.
why would I sit here and explain constantly try to
Yeah.
persuade you.
Constant explaining is nothing. You can't do that.
Like that's not nobody want to be in that position, and I feel like if you feeling that type of way about it, you feeling strongly about something to the point where you know it's just I don't know. I just feel like that's just
I
something you
most
should look
definitely,
inside of yourself if you can't let it go, or if you don't
I most,
believe
de- I
your
most definitely
spouse what
believe,
they
I most,
saying
I
to you.
most definitely
You know what I'm
believe that
saying? That's
you
something
most
that you
definitely have to
doing
trust.
wrong.
The trust is always gonna be, got to be like 100% trust. But then at the same time too, you know, like on both ends, you know, that you know that person or that spouse should have already, should be able to prevent that or prevent, they shouldn't have to even think about that in the first place if they're doing what they need to do on their end. Like if they, for an example, whether it be on a job, where it be,
Yeah.
just out in public or whatever case may be, if that person was being truthful and being loyal and knowing that type of person, they wouldn't put themselves in a situation. They'll come home peacefully without any type of, misunderstanding.
Well, you know what? I can't. I'm just gonna say. I'm not gonna say who relationship this is, but when they hear this, they'll know. But these people are married, a husband and wife, and before they got married, the wife said to the husband, "Look, now I'm not a home person. I like to go out, I like to talk to my friends, and I don't really got to go out clubbing or nothing. Like I just hang out at their house, and I just talk. Most of my friends are dudes." Now they've talked about that, and he was like, "Well, I'll just be chilling. I'll just stay at home. Check in. We good." There sometimes there be times in my mind, and I be with her, so I'll be like, "Oh, it's like 10:30 at night, or it'd be 7 o'clock, and she be just leaving the house for the night." And then I'd be like, "Hey, it's 10:30. Do you need to go back home? I know you're married now." And she'd be like, "Oh no, we good." And she come back home at like 12 o'clock, and she's and I had to ask about that, just for me, because we're that close. And she's like, "Look, I talked to him. He's good. He know where I be, who I be with, and if there's an issue or anything like that, he'll say something." And if he didn't want me to go, he'll say something. And
So they just gotta
they
understand
have
it.
an understanding. And sometimes she be coming back late, and I'd be like, "Girl," and she'd be like, "Look, I don't need you constantly asking this and making questions in my marriage, because right now he ain't questioning nothing, and I ain't questioning nothing, and we all good.
Ain't no
Ain't no
problems.
problem here right now. And if it ain't no
Exactly.
problem with
Like
us,
I
it ain't
agree.
got to be
Yeah.
no
So
problem with
it's just
y'all."
that's what it's all about.
I
Is
said,
just trust on
"Okay."
both. When it's trust on both ends, it ain't nothing to worry about.
And
Yeah,
communication.
communication is key.
In communication, yeah.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah,
have
y'all
any
asking
would you
all these
rather's,
deep
Renzo?
questions
Because
and
we're at
stuff.
an hour
So
now.
shoot, I just got.
Let's hear you.
I'm
You
a
come up with
freestyle
one
mind. You
too.
know how I'm gonna go. Um, so I guess the first one I'm gonna
Hmm.
start it off is gonna be just something plain and simple, like just some. Would you rather be? Would you rather be on an island and only have, let me see, a cell phone, or would you rather? Hmm, or would you rather? I guess. I guess you can be on the same island, or would you rather? It's only two different options. You either have a cell phone, or would you rather have money? Like, what would be your choice?
I take the cell phone. Money on the
At this,
now, is this a
well, a deserted
deserted
island,
island,
like
or
you
is it
gotta
just an
find your
island?
like you like you gotta find your way, like like yeah, basically survive. So basically, it's a survival
Back home.
question.
I'll
I'm
take the
taking the
cell
phone.
phone.
Me too. I can
What
call
But
I'm
you ain't
back
got
anybody.
the
on
You
money
can
land.
send
though.
me an
But
airplane.
you ain't got the
Send me
money,
a
like you
jet,
broke.
a helicopter. Man, that's okay. I got the connections.
So
I
it
got the
don't matter. They gonna
connections.
come rescue me.
Uh-huh. Look, your network is your network.
That's Nate. I like that. Next question.
Uh,
Renzo, which one you
I'm a,
take?
I'm just
That
gonna
was
take my
fun.
money and swim across it. It'll dry up once I get.
Boy, you gonna lose all that money
You
in
Nah,
gonna
there.
lose that money
hey, at
on the
least I'm
beach.
once I get to where I'm trying to go, I'll find somebody to help me
A,
along the way, and
that's
like we're gonna figure out how to dry this money up, and I'll be straight.
a shark gonna come and eat all that money up.
And then you.
Mm,
Right.
Oh man, this is
Next
tough.
question.
Uh, I don't know if I want to be happy or what. I don't know what all these questions. Uh, so I guess I would have to do a love question, like just um, would you would you
Ew.
rather let me see, would you rather like be in love with someone and they I guess pretty much are doing things behind your back, or without you knowing, like, but
No.
like the whole time y'all are together, or would you rather, I guess, say, you know, I guess everything is good, but hmm, I'm trying to say,
This
nah,
is why you go to conversation
nah.
starters,
I want these. Nah, I want
conversationstarterworld.com.
these to be
It's hard to
authentic
come
because
up
it's
with them
coming
off the
straight from
top of
me,
your head.
not for
So
something somebody else said. So, so like these questions, like from my mind and all that. So, like I said, I already
Okay,
got half of it
try the
through. I'm just trying to
bourbon.
make sure it makes sense without
Mm.
taking what y'all said. So like basically what I said was, would y'all rather, oh, if you would you rather be in love with someone and and the opposite person, the other person that you're with, you don't know what they're doing behind your back for the whole entire time that y'all are like together, or whether you're together or whether you're married. Or would you rather, I guess it's just, you know, I guess it's I guess it's the opposite of that. Would you rather like just, yeah, pretty much, yeah, there
Know
you
what
go.
they
Like
doing and don't be in love with
knowing
them,
exactly what they doing,
know what
and
they
yeah,
but you're not in love. So your question is, would you rather be in love with somebody and know they're doing stuff behind your back, or not be in love with somebody and no. Would you rather be in love with somebody and don't know what they're doing behind your back, or not be in love
correct.
with somebody
Uh,
and know what they're doing?
yeah,
Is that your question?
no.
Okay. He said yes, Taylor.
she helped me with my answer that I was
Okay. He
struggling with.
said yes.
Well, I guess to
That's
add
I
the
think
icing
enough
on the
for
top
you.
of it, of that second part is like, let me fix. So basically, be in love with someone. Y'all both people are supposed to be in love with each other, but the other person is doing something behind your back that you don't know the whole entire time of your relationship or being married, or like say that you know somebody and know what they're doing, and kind of like y'all have a connection.
Mm, let me tell you something. I rather want to know what they doing. Forget the connection. I need to know.
I need to know too. I need to know what you're doing. Period.
Point
I don't
blank.
care. I don't care. Like, yeah, I want to know.
We ain't gotta be happy, but I want to know what you doing.
I want to know what you doing, where you at, who you done
But
talked to
are
today.
you
I'm
saying
just
that?
playing.
Are you saying like if you in love with that person, or if you like, or if y'all not, like, you know what I'm saying? You just got to.
Let me tell
Regardless,
you
I'm
something.
just
If I'm
playing.
not in love, but really you don't really know. But your question kind of go hand in hand with together, because
Yeah.
if you're not in love with somebody
No,
and you
You
know
I
what
get
they
understand.
okay.
doing,
Well,
it really
I
don't matter
guess let me say
anyway.
my answer. Um, well, no, go ahead. What did you gonna say?
Hmm.
Now, and I was trying to put my little thoughts together. So
You
I
was
think
gonna say.
Alexis
You was
was
gonna
finna
say
say
something. I
something.
was gonna,
Nah,
I just moved.
but I guess so that way y'all can have an understanding. I guess I would,
But
but dang. I would hate to be in love with somebody and not know what they're doing. So I would have to say just know what that person doing, because it can grow. I guess what I'm saying. I guess I have to go with question number two, because it's like
Mhm.
even though you know that person, you may know what that person may be doing. You still know, like, okay, because this person might be cool and dandy. You never know. So it's like it can always, turn into whatever it needs to be.
Yeah.
You know what, Renzo? I don't
But
understand what you just said at
do I
all.
need to?
But maybe they did. Maybe they know
Did you
what
not
you're
understand?
talking about. But
Lex
that,
is
I don't know
completely
if I just
missed.
didn't hear you right. But okay, I would rather know what they doing. It don't
Hmm.
really matter about me being even if I ain't in love with you, I want to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because if we have the premise of if we have the appearance of being together, then
Like when you first
I
meet
It's,
want to
somebody,
know.
you ask them
exactly.
what the heck they've been
That's
doing.
what,
Like, hey, what you doing? What you been
so
doing today? Like, you want to know what this person been doing. Like,
But you know what?
period.
I want to know what they're doing, but I don't want to know like that.
If
I
it's
hate
my
when people
man,
ask me what I'm gonna do. I
it's if
hate
it's
that.
my man, I want to know where he's going. I want to know everything, like on some
uh,
whole stalker type stuff. Like,
No, see, that's too much for me. I'd be like,
like I ain't gonna say like I'm gonna just drive behind his car or nothing while he go places, but I'm just saying like before he leave our house, he needs to tell me, babe, look, I'm finna go here, so I don't have to call him and worry about where he at,
yeah.
or if he taking too long at this one spot, I want to know, hey, where you going after
You know
this?
what? You ain't gotta tell me where he going. I just need your location to be on at all times.
And it's not even the simple fact of I'm scared he might cheat on me or something. No, I just want to know where the heck he at. Like it's like my
Exactly.
child at this point. It's like somebody who's attached to me. I want to know where you at all times.
And not
Like,
even just that, because I don't really care. So some men have a midnight out, go hang with them, go to your little
yeah,
girls
that's
club,
cool.
dancing club, strip club, whatever you want to call it. I don't
Hmm.
really care. Do you, boo? As long as you ain't doing all the way you, but do you? But I just like to know where you are in case something happens, because there be especially we live in Memphis, Tennessee. If somebody say somebody got shot over here, or something something over there, if something happens, I just like to know. Oh well, I don't have to worry about that because my man ain't over there.
Hmm. Okay, okay. Well, I think that was Renzo. Do you have any
I do
other questions
have,
before we end
well,
today?
I got one more. So, well, cause I already said two. So,
Oh, okay, go
Okay.
ahead.
um, would you like to go back in time, like, and like do everything over your whole life, or like try to like replay your whole life if you can hit the rewind button, or would you like to go in the future and like try to like see what your future holds, and basically fast forward and try to see basically what your future holds.
I I would rather. I wouldn't, knowing the future can be fun, if you just like, oh, I just want to know the future, see what happens, especially if you want to invest in something. But I think I would, you can't, if you don't make the mistakes of your past, you can't learn from them.
Yeah.
So I would rather just, leave my past in the past, and look forward to the future. How I want to know what's happening in the future. I
Well.
want to know what companies to invest in. Shoot.
Well, for me, honestly, I probably would go back in my past. And that's just a personal reason because I mean, I would leave my past in the past, but I just feel like if I could go back in the past right now, I would be so much more further in my life than where I am right now. I could start early doing things that I just now, probably found out about, or I could have, you know, been started a business like when I was 5, like, and by now I would have been, much more successful and than where I am now.
So we would
So,
both go and change things for economic
or
purposes.
just not even and not even economic wise, like me growing up, I was kind of like a person who really didn't care about anybody, and I just was kind of, all about myself, and I didn't know that at the time, and I was just like, at that moment, I was a kid. I was just trying to find myself. So if I could go back, I kind of did some little stuff, to people that I wish I could take back, and it's like, maybe if I could go back in time, I can kind of undo some of the damage that I feel like I did. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You was not that bad.
I wasn't that bad to you, maybe, but it's some stuff that you wish you could go back and change. I mean, even if you ever cheated on the person who you really cared about, you probably wish that you could probably go back in time and kind of not make that happen. Or maybe for instance, you got in a, I'm just hypothetically speaking, but maybe for instance, you maybe got in a car wreck and you hurt somebody in your car. Maybe you want to go back and change that situation because you felt like it was something that you could change about that point. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So me,
I feel
honestly,
that.
I don't care what I do care what the future holds, but I would rather it be a surprise with me moving forward, and just keep moving forward. And I would rather just go ahead and move back in the past and correct some things that now that I'm moved to where I am right now. I know a lot of things and I'm more experienced in my life, so I think I will be able to definitely, going in the
That's
past would be
cool.
a benefit for me.
That's definitely
I feel
understandable.
that. What
I'm
about
saying
you,
like that's a
Renzo?
trick question for me as of right now, but I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say this.
Yeah.
My answer is moving forward, and the reason. But before I tell you the reason why I'm moving forward is, of course, I would want to go back and like maybe it was like a certain degree I may wanted in school, or maybe it was some things I wanted to may be able to go correct, like replay in life, and and try to like maybe I shouldn't do this, or maybe I shouldn't do this decision. It's like like them A and B choices that you have to make going throughout your whole life. And it's in different like chaotic situations or whatever it may be. But even though that would be cool, but I'd rather move forward because the past is gonna grow you. The past is what make you stronger. The past, once you continue to move forward in life, it really, it's just like all that stuff eventually just fades away, and you have to focus on your now and your future. And I feel like
But that's not what you said. That's not what you said. Your question was, would you rather go
Ooh.
in the future to find, would you rather move forward in the future, or would you rather go back to the past? Like, would you rather, like, in the time machine, go to the future, or go back to the past, not moving
that.
forward? Of course,
Well,
everybody would want to move forward, but
well, yeah,
your specific question was, in a time
Yeah.
in a time
well, yeah,
machine, would you
that's what I
go in
mean.
the
Like,
future or
go in
go
the
in the
future.
past?
Like, even if I gotta go, if
I,
I had to jump to like, the year 2030 or whatever it may be, I still want to move forward because, because basically, it just, I feel like whatever that, the current state that I'm actually in now, or wherever I'm at now, the guy has me. I know he already has everything lined up for you for what he wants to have in your life. So I just truly feel like,
I changed my
what
answer then because I didn't realize that's what that's the question. I kind of thought, it was what he was saying at first. So
in the
I changed my
past.
answer. I definitely go back in the past. I would definitely go back to the past. There are
Well,
so many.
and I
I was
just say that, you guys, because nobody knows. The future holds no kind of you don't know what the future holds for yourself. So what you
Future holds no promises.
so what you saying, you will move forward to the, I mean, everybody has their own opinion, but what you saying, you will go ahead and go to the future. Like, the future is going to be something that you have no clue about. You will be so out of place there. You just would, you would have to just start over and just adapt to what's going on. But
See, that's not what scared me though. I would just go back to the past because I was just like you for personal reasons. I was an angry little kid, like, and I was angry, but I tried to do everything perfect. I didn't do this. I did not. I don't have you. I don't have any regrets, and I regret that. Except that I regret that I don't have any regrets.
yeah,
I didn't live my life. I was trying to be safe. I was trying to keep people happy. My mom, she was a single mom. I was trying to do a lot that, like, I should have just been a kid. I didn't go to games. I didn't really have I
a
had friends.
childhood.
I didn't have the childhood
Yeah.
that other people were afforded. And I think it's great that you have
Yeah,
mistakes in your past. It just means you learn
Yeah,
and you grew.
definitely.
Like, my mistakes are like big mistakes. Like,
Yeah.
I wish I got in trouble for starting a food fight at school. Not like that I was so angry because I was dealing with my parents' divorce, so that I did something, did something stupid,
I
whatever.
do feel like
You
what
know,
we go through in our past definitely helps
yeah,
us
exactly.
to become who we are right now. It definitely gives us the strength that we need and everything. And I'm so happy, to be able to say that I have learned from my past experiences, and I'm grateful for where I am right now. But however, with this question though, if God gave me a chance to move forward, or to jump into the future, or to jump back into the past, man, I would
yeah.
I
say I
mean,
would have to decide to
and
go back
I mean,
and do it
and
all
that's
over
why,
again.
and that's why I was
I
saying
would never
too.
go
Like,
back
I
though.
mean, of
I
course,
would
I would
want
want to
to,
go
but I
back and
couldn't.
make some
I
changes. But
hated
it's
high
like,
school.
even when you go to the future, of course, you may not know what's That's just like if we did rewind back. If we rewind back, not knowing, we would still be moving forward in our future in the past because we still wouldn't know what was ahead of us. But we still have to go through life, go through life and still learn. So even if you fast forward, maybe if you fast forward and see what your future holds, you might, be in that new Bentley, or whatever it may be. But depending on, you never know what your situation may be. But you'll still have to learn through life situations, and you're still gonna have to grow. But because in the past, you might be able to go back and change your degree or whatever case may be. But it's like, at, at the end of the day, you still got to go through life, and you still got to you know you know learn that lesson.
Yeah,
So,
live it.
at the end of the day,
You
we
still
still
gotta
gonna
live
die.
life.
So
Yep.
we ain't gonna be able to run from it. So it's like, I ain't afraid. I ain't afraid to die. I'm not afraid because
Correct.
I used to be afraid, like, what if this happen, or what if that happen? But, like, I'm no longer afraid to die because, or whatever the future holds for me, because, like, hey, this is what God wrote in the book, and I don't.
Woo,
Mm.
woo. Okay, guys. On that note, we're gonna go ahead and cut this off. We can talk all night about would you rather, guys, but this is just would you rather part one. So,
Yes, let us
stay
know.
tuned for the next time we do it. Comment below on any of the social medias about what would you do if you were in those
Yeah.
situations. And I just want to say thank y'all for
Yep.
Let
listening.
us know if
This
you
has
all want
Yeah.
a
been
part two. We would
Yes.
definitely make
It
it
don't
on.
matter if they want a part two. We had such a great
So
time. We're gonna get a part
Yes. Okay. Okay.
two. So this has been Lex. Uh, my plug is light of Lex, underscores in between light and of and Lex. So it's at light underscore Lex, light underscore Lex. Okay. Anyway, that's my plug. Go ahead and hit up that like or follow at the Instagram page. And
Okay. And of course, you got your girl Monet Tay with House of Monet Tay. You guys, we have the #1 hair on the market. Make sure you all are
whoop
following
whoop.
our page, House of Monet Tay. Make sure you all go shop our Bone Straight collection because that's where all the boss chicks shop. Okay, period. So, yes, y'all got me on here. Make sure you all go ahead and follow my personal page as well, Monet Tay _ because I will be doing a modeling little mini video for you guys with our new Bone Straight collection.
All
You
right,
guys, I'm so
and you got your boy
excited.
Renzo da Vinci. You know, the
And
hottest
Renzo,
videographer out of the down to the hottest videographer in your city, man. You know, definitely, book your boy, for photos or whatever it may be. I'm not gonna let you
we got
down.
you.
And we just gonna make this thing into a whole movie. And on that note, definitely stay tuned for episode 5 because we definitely bringing something, to y'all for y'all. So we're gonna turn it up a little
Hey,
notch for
hey.
y'all, for all y'all tuning in and supporting. We appreciate y'all. We're
What we
gonna
gonna do
we're
for
gonna
him,
turn this
Renzo?
thing
You
into a
wanna let him
whole
know what
movie.
we
We're
gonna
gonna
do?
turn this into like visual for you all. So we're going live finally. So
We
you all get to
going
see the
live,
faces
y'all.
of
Live.
the whole entire podcast, the Hidden Gem.
Yes, hidden gems, you guys. Make sure you all go
Hidden gems.
subscribe to our YouTube channel, you guys. We really appreciate you all. If you all would leave a fire underneath this video, you guys, let us know that you all are feeling this video. You all are feeling our personalities. Make sure you all leave some comments, some hearts, and some likes. We really, really appreciate those as well. And we will see you all next time.
Next time on Hidden